Hey, what's up, Budget Billers? My name is Trail, better known as Budget Bill, and this is your fourth stimulus check update and stimulus package update for Sunday, July the 4th. Hello, everyone, and happy 4th of July. I hope everyone has an exciting weekend and you all get to spend time with your loved ones. Last year's 4th of July was a little bit different for most of us. But anyways, guys, today we are back again to talk about how America is ready to push forward with the infrastructure bill by the Biden administration. A recent poll shows that 62% of Americans are ready to move forward. Also, we now have evidence from Joe Manchin that he is ready to move forward as well, without the support of the Republicans. In addition, universal basic income may be included in the next stimulus package. Local states are already testing a pilot program to see if such program could lift millions of Americans out of poverty. And I have to ask you guys, do you think that they should add the universal basic income to the next stimulus package? If so, go ahead and let me know down below. Now, those are just some of the topics that we are going to cover today. But if this is your first time to the channel, hey, welcome and glad to have you. On this channel, we talk about finance, real estate, credit cards, Bitcoin and crypto, and stimulus update news. So if you are interested in any of those, go ahead and hit the subscribe button for me. That way you can join our community. Also, if you end up liking the content in this video or even laughing at one of my jokes, then be sure to like this video. Other than that, guys, hey, let's go ahead and jump right into the video. Okay, guys, here we are on another month and still no fourth stimulus check in sight. But of course, as we continue to wait and depend on lawmakers in Congress, we knew it wasn't something that was going to happen overnight, right? We know that lawmakers are slow at doing their jobs. We also know that they are in no rush to pass legislation that is going to support the American people, or should I say the low-income American people. And we know that some lawmakers have no carrying bone in their bodies for the low-income Americans. And from a recent study that was done, we also have a poll that shows about 62% of Americans are hoping that the Democrats go ahead and push forward with the original infrastructure bill by the Biden administration. This poll or survey was of 1,183 Americans, and it found out that 62% of people support passage of the package through reconciliation, with about 86% of Democrats, 59% of independents, and 36% of Republicans in favor. But only 31% of respondents said that they were opposed to it. The original infrastructure bill had a price tag of around $4 trillion until the Republican senators talked down the proposal to about $2 trillion. And then also a bipartisan group of lawmakers consisting of 10 Democrats and 10 Republicans have created a bipartisan bill worth around $1 trillion. Now, whether or not the Democrats are ready to accept this proposal bill is still up in the air. Now, even though we have a bill right now that both sides are ready to agree on, President Biden is still not ready to sign this bill if it doesn't include some form of reconciliation process for the future. Let's go ahead and watch what President Biden has to say about signing this bipartisan bill.
I expect that in the coming months this summer, before the fiscal year is over, that we will have voted on this bill, as well, the infrastructure bill, as well as voted on the budget resolution. And that's when but if only one comes to me, if this is the only thing that comes to me, I'm not signing it. It's in tandem. The bipartisan bill from the very beginning was understood there's going to have to be the second part of it. I'm not just signing the bipartisan bill and forgetting about the rest that I proposed. I proposed a significant piece of legislation in 3 parts. And all 3 parts are equally important. And by the way, my party, everybody tells me what my party is. My party is divided. Well, my party is divided. My party is divided, but my party is also rational. If they can't get every single thing they want, but all that they have in the bill that before them is good, are they going to vote no? I don't think so.
So, as you can see, Biden wants to make sure that there are plans for the future discussions of getting the other things that he proposed included in the next bill, to be included in the bipartisan bill as well. Biden knows that he owes it to the American people and doesn't want to give up on his promises that he made just because this smaller package is liked by both sides, as well as other progressive Democrats such as Bernie Sanders, Elizabeth Warren, and Chuck Schumer continue to work towards a potential $6 trillion reconciliation bill that would incorporate the things from Biden's original package bill that were left out of it, as well as a lot more. According to Politico, Democrats and progressives are operating under the impression that anything that was cut out of the original bill could be incorporated into the reconciliation package, especially considering that progressives are frustrated with the president for allowing the Republicans and moderate Democrats to dictate the terms of the infrastructure bill, such as Bernie Sanders, which he has already warned President Biden in the past that allowing bipartisan negotiations to drag on could end up hurting the Democrats in the end, which is exactly what has happened, especially dealing with Joe Manchin. Some people have even said that Joe Manchin is secretly working with the Republicans and causing a bottleneck for Democrats to pass much needed legislation, as well as preventing Democrats from providing a $2,000 fourth stimulus check. Now, Joe Manchin has been a thorn in the neck for quite some time, but that may be about to change for the better. Manchin recently signaled that he was ready to move on with the Democratic-only supported bill by using the reconciliation process. Here is what Joe Manchin had to say about it.
Nancy Pelosi and Bernie Sanders, what are you going to do about this? Do you believe they need to drop their demands? Because they're saying without a big package that they want, they're not going to play ball on yours.
Well, let's look at it this way. This is the largest infrastructure package in the history of the United States. And I truly believe these are people who really understand public policy. They understand that you have to take the win when you can get it, that this mammoth piece of legislation, a little over $1 trillion. We haven't done it. We've been talking about it for how many years now, through how many past administrations. The country needs the infrastructure we're doing right now. Roads and bridges. There's more bridges here, Stephanie, than since we built the interstate highway system. We're talking about the largest infrastructure grid system, really clean energy technology, everything that we're doing in this. Just my part of it in the Energy Committee is close to $95 billion. And we're working on that now. So I would hope that everyone would look at this. It's something that we can do. It's doable in a bipartisan way. Take that victory. And then let's go. We know they're not going to go to the human infrastructure because of the adjustments of the tax code. I've known that from day one. But we can still go through the process, knowing we'll probably have to go to reconciliation, and then do what we can afford to do.
So we can see that Manchin knows how much the Democrats need his vote in order to pass this next stimulus package with the reconciliation process. And he kind of signals that he will do the right thing going forward. So he knows that in order to get this next package deal signed, that he needs to vote a yes in order for that to happen. So Joe Manchin will most likely vote in favor of the bill to get this thing passed, which is good news to see that Manchin may be understanding that he needs to move closer to supporting his own party in order to get the necessary legislation passed. Now, obviously, his vote is very much important, don't you agree? But his negotiations on the next package is needed as well. So having the full onboard support from Joe Manchin is definitely key in order to see another stimulus check in our near future. Manchin knows that he will have to vote for it. He knows that he will need his vote in order to pass the next package. And he is also saying that he knows that he will do the right thing when it comes down to it. So this is some really great news right here, guys, as we get closer to the July-August time frame, and Joe Manchin has been pretty much the only holder for getting the next stimulus package done. So definitely some good news here. So we should start to see some promising news in the next few weeks. According to the timeline that I laid out a few months ago, I stated that statistically of what we have been seeing in the past, our timeline tells us that lawmakers should be ready to really look into passing legislation around the middle of July through August timeframe. This gives us enough time to determine if the last stimulus checks are really boosting the economy, whether we will have a housing crisis, and whether the government will need to step in again with more stimulus aid, which now that they have extended the eviction moratorium, we might not see anything really happen until August now. So for me, things are pretty much in line according to my timeline of when Congress needs to really act on passing the infrastructure bill as well as the stimulus package bill, ultimately providing a fourth stimulus check, as well as more funding to support schools, highways, roads, climate change, childcare, housing, and many, many more. And of course, the main question remains the same as far as how much will the next or the fourth stimulus check be. We still have the proposals out calling for a one-time payment of $2,000, as well as we have the proposal of $1,000 reoccurring monthly stimulus checks, along with the universal basic income is still of question, which that seems to be going very well on a local state level right now, but still not available in every state. And it's still being tested as a pilot program in different areas. But maybe universal basic income, or UBI, will be in the next stimulus package as well for all low-income Americans, which we won't see the results of that pilot program until sometime next year. So yes, guys, there is still a lot to cover on this channel as far as stimulus package update news, as well as infrastructure package update news as well. I hope my videos are easy to follow and make sense to all of you out there. Now, if they don't, feel free to let me know down below in the comment section. I tend to have thick skin, so I would love to get your feedback on how I'm doing so far. Now, other than that, guys, hey, that's all I have for you today, but don't forget about the Rakuten promotion where you can get $30 for free after signing up and using the cashback portal on your first purchase. Rakuten is a cashback portal that offers you cashback percentages of the amount of money that you spend at your favorite stores like Amazon, Kohl's, Walmart, Target, and many, many more. All you have to do is just go to Rakuten.com and click on your favorite store, such as Kohl's.com, and then it will redirect you to their website, and then it will track exactly how much money you spend on their website. And then you're going to get like 10% cash back on your purchases. And this is totally free money back in return. And it's super easy, guys. I have been using this for several years now. So go ahead and sign up today to take advantage of this special promotion where you can get $30 for free. And as usual, if you have any questions, hey, don't hesitate to ask down below. But hey, anyways, guys, hey, this has been another fourth stimulus check update for today. Now, if you enjoyed any of this information or found it to be useful, be sure to hit the like button for me. It definitely helps out a lot, and it also tells YouTube to share this video with others. And if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button for me so that you can be a part of this community, and hit the notification bell to be notified of each new video. Again, as always, hey, I appreciate you guys stopping by and watching, and I hope to see you on the next video. Peace.